Hello, everyone. So here I am. Since I had such a since we had such a technical glitch on the previous stream that we did, I decided to get up early and get in here and talk to you guys and recap a little bit. The bit rate is shifting around all over the place. And keep in mind that this is when we would normally not be streaming, when people think that we're not on here using YouTube. So, consider the fact that somebody is maliciously sitting here and interjecting that much data into my network the very second that I'm on the stream. Like that bit rate is going all over the place. So that was part of why I wanted to get on here too. Is that's part of some testing that I'm doing here. To show, essentially catch a certain somebody that's been sitting here doing certain things around this time. Now, again, we had some pretty major technical issues that interfered with my previous stream. And we had all these people watching that stream, and it was a very important stream to me and the channel. And during the entire stream, there was a really massive audio glitch. And it basically ruined the stream. Like, you can't listen to the audio. It's just high pitched. And again, all that happened was a disconnection of my mic and reconnection right as we launched the game. Now, obviously, I'm aware that we're fine now, but the bit rate is shifting around maliciously all over the place. And we are recording evidence of that. So we're just going to sit here and we're going to record evidence of this bit rate shifting around all over the place. As I, recap with you again that, that previous stream that we had where I defeated MALIKETH, we beat several bosses in one stream. That was ruined to a technical glitch again on this platform. And again, after last night, after some of the nonsense that we called out on stream last night, conveniently, when we get on here early to talk about this, conveniently somebody is sitting here maliciously interjecting all this data into my network. And we see the bit rate shifting around all over the place. So that's YouTube. YouTube is literally, maliciously throwing all this data into my devices while I'm off stream so that I have problems when I'm on stream. They are doing it. Now that bit rate is horrible. It is disgusting. It's shifting around all over the place. Now, I've already reported this, and we're in the process of investigating this on a federal level. So this is just making YouTube look even more guilty here. But yeah, that previous stream, again, all those people came in the stream. Nobody said a single thing about my audio being wrong or anything like that. That previous stream that we defeated all these bosses, nobody, not a single person that came in here said anything. All those views, not one person actually said, what's wrong with the audio? So that's all under investigation. And this has been a recurring pattern on this platform where there's a lot of people that would watch a stream, watch somebody struggle, and stuff like that, almost on purpose. With intent to see that person fail. Almost like they set it up. And again, right from the beginning of this stream, my bitrate is shifting around all over the place. Maliciously, disgustingly. Has never stabilized. Not once. Not a single fucking time. And then you can see the evidence of what YouTube's been doing while I'm at off stream. Yeah, they sit here and they're doing this. So we're looking into all of this. This is all being looked into. You know, we have people looking into exactly why. Like I said, the very second I get on the stream, we're not streaming normally, it's the bitrate shifting around maliciously all over the fucking place. When we get on stream on the previous stream, we very clearly have a scammer, stalker, that breaks the mic so that the mic disconnects, reconnects, and that's it. That's all it takes. And then the entire stream, the audio is ruined. So, of course, they're doing this now. Of course. Imagine that. Again, trying to get something else to happen. So, let's recap. And we're going to tell you everything that you missed out on because the audio was shit. Because of Microsoft Windows, because of trash Microsoft, because of YouTube, and because of a stalker that was allowed to sit on here and dox my street address, all of my personal private information all over this platform for over a year. That YouTube didn't do anything about, and is now sitting here doing this. Right now. With the bitrate. So let us recap on everything that you missed out again on because of this stalker that is doing this right now. We felled MALIKETH. And it was unfortunate because you didn't hear my reaction to any of that because of that. And I thought it was really cool that the clergyman ended up being MALIKETH. I didn't realize that's pretty freaking cool. I even commented on that. I was like, oh wow, the clergyman was just MALIKETH. That's cool. I literally was sitting there talking the whole fight, having a good time with it. I thought it was a really cool... I thought the clergyman was awesome. I thought MALIKETH was awesome. So you didn't get to hear that. You didn't get to hear that legitimate reaction. Then you missed out on some end story cutscenes. We had some cutscenes. I got Godskin Duo, and Godskin Duo I did that as an upload. And then conveniently after I did that upload, we had some censorship where I had like 7 views on it. And then was going to do a stream where I conveniently talked about it right at the beginning of the stream to promote this. And then conveniently, right as I go to start the game, the mic has a disconnection issue. Oh, right, except it wasn't actually disconnected the whole time. That chirping and stuff was me talking. Yep, that was me talking. It wasn't actually disconnected. That's how garbage Windows 10 actually is. That's how trash Microsoft actually is. A simple on-off connection causes that. That's how garbage Windows is. That's literally how garbage Microsoft is. And that's what I've been saying for literally years. These people can do this not because, oh, everybody's on the system. No, Microsoft is garbage. Stop sitting here and saying it's because everybody's on the system. No, Microsoft is garbage. On-off connection. Oh yes, Windows accidentally goes ba-doom, ba-doom with your mic, and you see the light turn on-off. You know that's what happened when the game, conveniently as the game launches. And it does that. That's garbage. That'd be like if you walked into a restaurant and every single time you walked in the restaurant, instead of walking in and somebody greeting you and saying hi, they said, "Hey fucker," and just punched you in the face. Yep, no proper greeting. They, instead of just, "Hi, how are you?" "Hey fucker," and they punched you in the face. That's what that's like. That'd be like if you went to a restaurant and instead of a proper greeting, "Hi, how are you?" they said, "Hey fucker," and punched you in the face. That's exactly what that's like. And Microsoft has been that fucking trash for the past 10 years. I've been saying it. Garbage. Only getting worse. Ever since Windows 10. Windows 10 was garbage. Windows 11, garbage. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here, this person's harassing me, doing all these things. And it's all happening with Microsoft's garbage. So again, you didn't hear my reactions. You didn't get to hear any of that. There's a lot of things that, as a streamer now, because we were playing this game so many hours, and these were very, very important first battles to me, people really probably were waiting for my reactions to that. And now, that was ruined. Because of that glitch. And I know you can hear me now. I already did my due diligence to make sure that that's the case. So, again, it was convenient that it happened after the Godskin Duo upload. Where, if you notice, toward the end of that battle, it was almost like we had some real frame rate drops, too, out of nowhere. If you notice that, even on the upload. Just out of nowhere. Just like the other shit that's been happening that seems like it's out of nowhere where the game handles fine, but at real frickin' convenient times, it doesn't. Did you notice that? I sure as hell did. And it was sure as hell. Remember how quick I used to defeat bosses before? Remember how quick I would do this before? I was proving I was actually good at this game. And slowly but surely, they broke it for Series X just entirely. So I had to learn it on keyboard and mouse. I chose the harder route, proving I could still do it. So I proved that I quickly learned the game and was actually pretty decent. And all while proving this, I just have all these problems, just like with Hitman 3. Just like with Hearthstone. Just like with every fucking game I have ever played on here. Phenomenal, right? Yeah, phenomenal. Good job, Microsoft. Showing how guilty you are. And meanwhile, I was the one that called out a long-ass time ago when that merger happened between Blizzard and Microsoft. I said, there's no fucking way. I said, they're trash now. Now they are going to spy on you. Now they are going to control everything. And I proceed to be stalked and harassed and... It really is amazing to me that this exact mic glitch could happen all through the channel. Other people have heard it and not recognize something and not get in line and be like, oh shit, yeah, like somebody's attacking this guy. He doesn't just he doesn't regularly have this quote chipmunk sounding mic. Like that doesn't just happen. Somebody does that. Somebody knows that those dumb things will happen. Somebody knows how trash Microsoft is and is exposing it, but using me. Because I was the one calling it out. It doesn't mean they're right to do it, but yes, Microsoft is trash. Yes, the scammer is still liable. And the bullshit thing is, too, that there's no indicators that that it's not working properly. There's nothing. Just totally fine. Levels were working fine. Like that 2.5 hour stream, right? It was something like that. That whole time. just high-pitched chirping from my mic. And again, that was my mic. That was me. I was talking that whole time. Every time you heard that chirping, that was me talking. That was what the mic sounded like. So, again, you didn't get to hear my awesome reaction to how cool I thought it was that the clergyman ended up being Malekith. You didn't get to hear how cool it was when I came around and I got that original boss and then came around and got him so quickly. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, like, I was like, I can't believe I just did this. I was freaking out. It was the coolest. It was such a fun, positive moment. And this garbage fucking platform combined with this garbage operating system that we call Windows, this trash company Microsoft, ruined it. Because again, in all their infinite systems and detections, how many people could have come in here and told me that my mic was doing that? How many people could have come in here and said that? How many times could they have had an automated system that says, hey, your mic's weird? Too many times. Too many times. It's too convenient. This is a recurring scam at this point. Where this legitimately happened a few times, now this person is just taking advantage of the things that they have learned have happened before and making them happen again. Waiting for moments like this where I would actually defeat Godskin Duo. Everybody's waiting for that. They know that's particularly hard for me. I finally do it. I do the upload and then bam! Zero audio on a stream where I get all this fucking traffic because I just beat Godskin Duo and I'm on stream talking about it and I am beating 2 bosses in a row. I literally beat the final last 2 bosses before the end boss. And to recap, we were sitting there and I was recognizing, I was like, oh wow, I was recognizing, oh wow, I was over here on the edge of the map. I was over here and I felled Malekith over here, and then now I'm way back in the capital city on like this sandy sort of beach, and what the heck? And then I opened my map and I noticed, oh wow, my grace sites are gone. I was like, oh wow, maybe like this is just like a new part of the game where like they're just not there anymore now, or something like that. And I started noticing that my throne, the Elden Throne, was gone. The grace site for the Elden Throne was gone. And I was like, oh, that's weird. Well, how am I gonna burn the tree? And then we defeat Malekith. We fell Malekith, and boom, boom. It just continues that story. Well, actually, no. It was after. I think it was after Godskin Duo, but it brought us here after Malekith, and then we finally saw this. We saw this, and then we had our answer for the Elden Throne. All I had to do was come back around. And I had to get this. This was like a totally new grace site we had to get. And we talked about how it seemed pretty easy. I literally was just standing down there. See down there? I was literally standing down there. And I saw this up here. I saw the door and I was like, oh, well, it's just right up there. So I went up the tree and through there and came through here. And got the new grace site in the Queen's Bedchamber. And then we saw what looks to be the final boss, because again, that is the ring or whatever that you need is in there. The way I understand it, that's it. Because now the tree is burning, you've done it. Now there'll be one, and oh yeah, it was the guy, it was the knight, the knight that you talked to, the one that's in like the round table hold. He's like has like this dialogue where he's like, you know, telling you that he can't let you be the Elden Lord and stuff like that, and he's gonna stop you. But he was actually pretty easy. Did I get him on the first try? I think I got him on the first try. And so we got him, and then I thought it was so cool that the clergyman ended up turning into Malekith. Yep, that's what I thought. So you saw when I refreshed that, it instantly showed the actual concurrence. You know, like that's the whole point. They're always sitting here trying to break something else with the software. So that's what that bit rate was. That's what that was. They're sitting here, like, you wouldn't believe the amount of things that as I'm playing, like, you guys know how, like, you see the game, like, glitch out and stuff? Microsoft is sitting here launching various services for no reason while I'm playing games and stuff. That's what they're doing. They're literally just doing that. That's why you see those things happen, because they know that, like, the system will handle it, but they're sitting here just launching those things. Like, literally, and I show you, I refresh and show you that there is a concurrent. They're sitting here just launching various things, just sometimes as I'm sitting here streaming, playing a game. And it just, like, lags the fuck. Yeah, because it's trying to launch a piece of software or service in the background. Are you kidding me? So, like, yeah, like, some of this was probably because, maybe Asmongold or some big streamer was paying attention to some of the things I was saying. And I was calling out Windows, I was calling them trash, and I was making a good point. And so all they started doing was fucking with my shit to the point where it looked like, you know, I don't know what I'm doing. You know, fucking with the mic audio and stuff like that. I can't see that. Do you guys think that, like, streamers sit here and listen to themselves in their own headsets the whole time? Even if I was, more than likely, that probably would have played okay for me. Again, everything was working. So the point is that, you know, like, these are glitches that shouldn't happen. These are things that like, you have examples of like a console or another OS that can do it just fine, where that would never happen. So why the fuck can't Microsoft do that? And why am I sitting here boasting their Series X for years for them to treat me like this? You know, I was apparently a beta tester. I didn't even know that until I was speaking with Xbox. Apparently I was a beta tester, and that's why I was able to do what I was able to do. They didn't even tell me. I had no idea. They didn't communicate that to me. I was a beta tester, apparently. Huh. Fascinating. I didn't know that. Yeah, you don't think you might want to like investigate that a little bit? It sounds a little suspicious. Why the fuck am I a beta tester? I didn't know that. I mean, fine, I guess. But I don't recall ever beta testing anything for Microsoft specifically. So after this, I was a beta tester. I beta tested D4, but I think that was still under Blizzard umbrella through the Blizzard launcher, so that wouldn't. And not only that, there was nothing like Microsoft specific I was ever a beta tester for. I beta tested Freelancer for Hitman 3. I beta tested Hearthstone. That was Blizzard. I beta tested many like indie games and stuff, but nothing Microsoft. Like we're talking like Steam. We're talking like PC stuff. We're not talking like everything I always did in the past was that. That's how I have all that experience to know. Like, yeah, I did console stuff too and always had them, but like primarily I played PC. Like when I had friends come up, like my friends were playing the console and I'd be playing the PC, or like vice versa sometimes, but like that, like it, like the console was like the group activity. So again, sitting here and pretending like I wouldn't know that and wouldn't know how to do those things, and then also like remember how I was explaining like how the scammer was sitting here trying to shift the bitrate around when I'd like look at the sky or something like that, almost like trying to peddle something like basically like it's very obvious that they're sitting here trying to get people to talk shit and then use that shit. How many times do I have to, like, talk about that and say that? Like, people just don't know what they're talking about and just say dismissive, quick things that don't make any sense. And meanwhile, I'm telling you why it's doing this or that. By you saying that, then they just continue using that. It's like, nobody actually thinks that. Like people that don't know what they're talking about might think that. Nobody that matters, like to the business and stuff. Like that's the point. Like it gets worse and gets worse. Do you see? Do you just see it just gets worse? So why wouldn't you listen to what I'm telling you since the beginning? Why wouldn't you listen when I'm sitting here proving that NVIDIA can run your graphics flawlessly, effortlessly, well, smooth as butter? It looks even better than your ridiculous graphics card, and you're just not accepting it. Because it makes you look bad? Who cares? Accept it. You know who else makes you look bad? That guy that's more concerned about wearing a leather jacket and smiling for pictures than running Xbox. So, yeah. You know, I got up early to give you guys a recap and to sit here and investigate because I just had this feeling and I knew. And I knew it was escalating and I knew what we were up against, and I knew that we would have that ridiculousness going on when I would start the stream. And we did. So anyway, I wanted to go and so we showed up. Was it here? We showed up around here. These are new grace sites. And then I wanted to go check out. So basically what happened was I got MALIKETH, but then didn't go back here. It just like took me over there. So I wanted to come back here and take a look. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so yeah, like obviously that guy's still there. That was a whole lot of nothing. So yeah, I genuinely enjoyed this. I thought this was a really cool battle. I thought it was cool the clergyman just became MALIKETH. I thought it was awesome. I thought I did that before. I mean, I fast traveled here, so that was odd. So, hey, Slide, you know, this is something I asked yesterday, but we didn't have sound, and I don't mean to sound rude or anything, but, if you're not an adult, you really shouldn't be on YouTube or in here. So, like, I don't know if you are or aren't, but just saying. So, I guess there's really nothing here. I guess that's it. Except that guy, obviously. So yeah, we did all this. I got like all this stuff. Let me just see something here. I am curious. Oh, there we go. Yep, there. That's cool. If only Trashasoft could get the flickering texture to stop. That's Microsoft intentionally. I've just learned again, it's not NVIDIA, it's Microsoft crashing their driver on purpose. I've learned that. It's not NVIDIA. So yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Because that would never happen. That would literally never happen when I was running it on the Xbox, but through the NVIDIA card. And they knew that. They knew that, like, everybody was going to immediately realize, holy shit, we break the game. They're going to see it doesn't actually happen when you run it through the other card from this system through the other one. Like that's the point. They were like, it's gonna fix it all. Oh my god. So, like, they started, like, breaking things. That's what they did. And they became, like, really aggressive about it. Because Microsoft really does do stuff like that. It's pretty sad. A lot of, like, people know it's bad, but they don't realize how bad it actually is. Yeah, look at that. That shouldn't happen. That's not NVIDIA. That's code. That's a mistake. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. It's a mistake. It's not. It's just like the foliage taking extra long to load. It can fucking load. Like, why is it doing that? It can load. Yeah. So, that's the point. Like, it's just. Yeah, just like similar other glitches, you know, like using too much or drawing too much, so therefore it does the wrong thing, you know, or something like that. You know, it's a mistake. It's a coding mistake. It's orchestrated. It's on purpose. But that is just amazing. I love how that looks. I can't get enough of that. That's what I wanted to see. Let's go here. We must go around and look. And look. And see how amazing it looks. Oh. Well, that doesn't help. There we go. Look at that. Oh my god. That is awesome. That is awesome. Look at that thing. Yes. Look how cool that is. How cool is that? How cool is that? That is awesome. Yeah, thought so. Oh man. Look at that. That's cool. Where else do we need to go? That's cool as shit, man. That's so cool. Wow. Does it seem like there's even more embers now? Does it just seem like that? I don't know. I think there is. I think there is more. I think there are more. For sure. Just looks cool. Oh man. Well, the embers are everywhere you go now, that's for sure. Wow. So there's definitely more then. Cool. All right, I gotta see this. Huh. Cool. It's raining, so bit cloudier than normal, but still cool. Oh man, that's awesome. Yeah, I want to see it wherever I can. Obviously, we can't go to the the ramparts. I could try that. I don't know that it'll be. We could do this. That'll get a good view. Oh, yep. It was like right there. And then you can pose in front of it like, you know, like you did that, you know. Yeah, I mean, it does look really cool. Nice. That's awesome. So I wonder about something. Yeah, let's go ahead and see what this looks like now. Oh, new items can be purchased from this one. Oh, I gotta give them that bell bearing too. So this is burning now. Is this like under the tree? Is that? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess it is. Yeah, I mean, because that would make sense, obviously, if it's, like, suddenly burning now. And we saw embers before, too, so that explains that.
I see.
Alright, so there's nothing new with that. Huh. Oh, wow. That's cool. Like, that's actually really cool that it looks like that. So yeah, I didn't even realize, I guess, that this was under that. I guess that's why it's round. Yeah, it looks cool. Obviously that guy, we already felled him, so he's not there anymore. Who's that guy that we got, I think, in the first try, right? I got him, like, on the first try. I think I got him on the first try. Alright. Well, just looking around. I mean, it does look really cool. It's like they do that animation where it's like burning and stuff. It is kind of funny that I'm about to finish the game and I am right at level 200. That is kind of funny how it worked out like that. We'll take a look from up here. This should be a good view. Oh yeah, look at that. Here, let's we can mount up here. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I just, I think it's cool that they did the animation for it, you know, like, it's not just gone, you know, or something like that, or singed, or, you know, like, you can actually, like, see more embers and stuff. I think it's really cool. I'm trying to think if now that I did this, if there's really anything like other than that night that I skipped. Yeah, I mean, I think that's. I mean, it looks pretty much it. Like pretty much. Like I said, aside from like a couple of those things that I skipped along here, there might be something here, but not really too concerned about it. The tree looks cool though. Obviously that doesn't affect, that has nothing to do with this. Yeah, nothing's gonna be different. But yeah, it definitely looks really cool. Here, let me go. Is it here? I'm gonna go back to where I first arrived over here, if I can. Let's see. Looks like, oh yeah, there we go. So this is where I ended up after I failed Malekith. I sort of ended up here. And then... I don't think it actually looked like this yet, right? I actually had to trigger the cutscenes and then... Because we had to get... We get somebody. Maybe it was... Maybe we got Malekith first and then it was that knight guy. Maybe that's what happened. Because he does stop you from getting Elden Lord is the idea, so... Like, nobody can be the Elden Lord, so... That might have been what happened. Alright, I just wanted to, like, look around down here now. So, okay, this explains things. So now I'm recognizing this. This is literally... This right here is that grace site I used to come to. Like, pretty much. It would have been up here. So remember the guy that always, like, targets you and I have to pull him out of the room? This is it. So we would come around here and go up to that grace site. We'll see what it looks like. Yeah, those are those stairs. So all that's, like, underneath now. It's all buried now. Because of what we did. Cool. Here it is. Yeah, we have to get it again. So now I do have it again. But yeah, you have to go around and get some of these again if you want them. Because otherwise I wouldn't have had that. And yep, now I have it again. Because, like, again, all this stuff is buried. And it's, like, just changes everything. That's cool. So now that's what it looks like now. If you remember when we first got here, it's all golden and glowy and stuff like that. And now it's now we've burned it down. So yeah, no more capital city. It's all under just sand now, it looks like. Ash, maybe. Not really sand, ash, I guess. Cool. That's why I wanted to come back here. I wanted to, like, get a feel for, like, what was going on here. That's so cool. Oops. Well, that sucks. I thought I fell correctly. Maybe I have to fall from the other side. I probably have to fall from the other side. Oh, I didn't even consider that it was nighttime. Oh my. Oh, it was actually nighttime. Alright. What does that sound? There's something walking around up there. What the? Is this dragon trying to break out or something? Nah, that dragon's dead, right? There's something in there. That is crazy. So there should be a set of grace around here somewhere. Oh, there we go. That's what all that racket was. Sucked. See if there's a... I'm pretty sure I'd have to just drop down, to be honest with you, but I'm just gonna look around really quick. These guys are still here. Okay, good. I was really a little worried that was going to be buried. Alright, let's grab this. Alright. I'm convinced that there's nothing else here, at least for now. But we did come down here, didn't we? And this is all still here, so that's cool. Oops. Well, at least I fell there. I already did all this though, so I don't know that any of this will be different. Just because it's underground, so it's not really impacted. Oh, that was a little bit stupid. Yeah, that was actually not even a little stupid. That was actually really fucking stupid. Just one dumb little enemy drops down, endlessly attacks you until you die. Yeah, a little stupid. A little bit fucking dumb. Just a little bit fucking dumb. Yeah, that's just stupid. Oh my god. The movesets for some of these are just fucking dumb. Well, maybe if I could actually use my heal. I mean, it's just ridiculous. You see it happen again. And this is end game. I come back to something after end game and it's this ridiculous with scaling. This is the kind of shit that I wanted to talk about. Like, this is fucking stupid. You come back and you do this, and the movesets are still this fucking dumb and stupid. Like, it's literally this dumb. That's just really stupid as fuck. Like, to actually penalize the player for coming back through, nah, you needed to own up to the fact that this was broken to begin with. You should not have ever made it this bad. It should have never been this fucking scaled. It should have never been this broken to begin with. Because again, when you come back this late in the game, this is always what's gonna happen. Because it's just fucking broken. Like, you see it. Like, you literally can't even get out of this area without taking on 5 of these completely broken enemies. That's stupid as hell. Oh my god. And all because the button doesn't show up for the ladder. You see this, right? All because the button didn't show up for the ladder. I got stuck. I mean, this is just ridiculous. And, you know, this is late game stuff. That's kind of the point. Like, it's just stupid to have to come back and deal with this. Like, just because I went down here, died twice, and now I don't want to leave these runes just fucking sitting around. So I'm endlessly just trying to get to a point where I can simply fast travel. Like, this is how bad this actually is. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It shouldn't be that bad. It shouldn't. Again, like this is late game, end game bullshit. Like, there should be some ultimate fucking thing that you have at a certain point. Where when you come back, that stops all that. I mean, that's just ridiculous, man. It really is fucking stupid. And here we are. Again. At the Elden Throne. Alright. Well, there's your recap. Thanks for watching.